My wolf is freaking out right now.
It's okay, baby.
I haven't walked him, so he'll get a walk. Shasta. What is it? Wednesday? Happy Wisdom Wednesday, my loves. Just tuning in here pretty slowly. I'm still getting set up, so raising the vibrations on this grand rising. Aloha, nui lo ve, namaste. Claiming this as God's day. Yes, I have my bell. And my wolf and the angels. There we are. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here. Oh. How was the 7/7 portal for y'all? What day was that on? Let's see my calendar. Sunday. Did anything significant happen? Any major shifts? Let's raise the vibes, you guys. Raise the vibes. Look at my hair. I did bangs. Oh, what have I been up to? I am getting ready for mediation, so I changed my hair. I tried to get on last night. I really did. I shouldn't have. I was so tired. I have been, okay, so we have mediation this Friday and court on the 31st. And for the past 48 hours straight, I've been working on that. Mostly on, here, let me turn this. You are beautiful. Why are you tripping, girl? I have a playlist. I posted it. I'll post it again. I've been working on how to prevent Zara from being vaccinated. I've done so much research on the vaccines in the past 2 days, and I think I have what I need. I've reached out to lots of groups. There's lots of information, and if you have any information on vaccination refusal with 50-50 custody, pass it on my way. Pass it on my way, my darlings. Yeah, and then, okay, I'm not gonna talk too much about my day yesterday, but it was a lot. I've been very, very, very busy with that and with court. So this is gonna be my last live read on Facebook for now. I'm moving the channel to YouTube, which I'm not really a fan of YouTube either, but I have been doing some deep cleanses, major cleanses since solstice, and I've talked about those a little bit. The pineal gland cleanse, I've just been getting toxins out. Parasite cleanse, when we clean our gut, which is directly related, gut health, to our brain function. We start thinking clearer and really opening up our energy centers. The one I just did was the yoni steam. I got this in Sedona, but my girlfriend Aisha makes it, and this was my third time doing it. Usually it's done in a women's circle, so I did that the first couple times. By the way, this video is not for children, and it is for entertainment purposes only. But anyway, I did the third one, and it's like the more we cleanse, the deeper we go. And so my next cleanse is, I don't know if this is a thing or not. I just came up with this word, but I'm gonna take a social media fast. So I'm gonna deactivate my Facebook account. That doesn't mean I don't love you or that I won't miss you. It means that I want to connect with people in real life, and I value my time. social media, and this is just for me, I'm not saying anybody else needs to feel bad about it or needs to do this, but time is the one thing that we can't get back. Oh man, I left my book. What I'm gonna do is read more books. So I could go grab it, maybe I will, but I referenced a book last week. Yeah, let me just go grab it. Sorry, no one's here anyway. I'll be right back. Uno momento, darlings. So for the Sophia Codes, written by Kiara Raw, we did this as a book club long time ago at the studio, and I shared I shared her YouTube last week. I'll share it again. I had no idea that she was a victim of elite human trafficking. Again, not this video is not for children. So if you're having your coffee or you have kids around, please just watch this later. I'm not gonna inactivate my account till we get back from play therapy today. So we got a really busy day. But yeah, I'm gonna deactivate my account and take my videos to YouTube. I am opening up personal reads, so I have a special $45 for 45 minutes. And my YouTube is Mora Devi Yoga. I'll share my Instagram and TikTok, but I just don't want to participate right now, and maybe not anymore, in Zuckerberg, in censorship, in comments, in spies, haters, trollers. And I'm not saying that the people who watch these videos are that. I'm just saying that I want to take my time back, because time is the one thing that we can't get back. And I want to, and I will, see what I do with my time when I'm not on social media. And there's more to it than that, but please do see me in real life. I'll share my phone number. Let's be old school. Basically, I'm bringing it all back home, and that's what my cleanses have taught me. And the deeper I go, the lighter I feel, and the harder it is to be around heaviness. And with the politics and stuff, you guys, I'm gonna do a social media fast, because I don't want to see. I know enough. I'm not saying I know everything, but I get it. And I want my energy to go towards my family and my home and my health and things like that. So I love you. I'm sorry last night I tried to tell a story, and I'm still gonna do videos, okay? But I tried to tell a story that just should be its own video. And that was about, or it is about, the vampires and the werewolves. And I've learned a lot from my spirit dog here, Shasta. And yeah, I really have. This dog is very special. I don't think you can see him right now. Shasta. Animals teach us a lot. And oh, look at him. I don't think I've ever loved an animal so much. And Shasta loves so much. He either basically loves you and will hug you, or that wolf in him, he senses energies or spirits, or I don't know what he feels, but he's taught me a lot. Yeah, he either loves you or basically like wants to kill you. So that's the wolf, right? So we're gonna do some vampire cards. I will share the history of the beef between vampires and werewolves and how that is relevant today. So people study Greek mythology. Vampires and werewolves were before Greek mythology, and it's a very long story. So I'll do that, a whole different video on that. It's controversial, so I struggled with it last night, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. I know it's early. Nobody's here. What I was just going to say is get help. I have some recommendations for the astrology. We had the 7/7 portal on Sunday. How did that go? What transpired for you on that day? And now the moon is in Leo. So let's raise the vibes. Leo, the sign of Leo, is about being strong when it's in the moon, in our vulnerabilities. So being strong with finding strength in being vulnerable. And that can go into what I was just going to talk about, mental health. Please don't go through things alone, like with this whole vaccine deep dive that I've been taking. Ask people about things that you're going through. A lot of people have a lot of good ideas, and a lot of people are going through them too. And if you need help with a counselor or whatever, please take care of your mental health. That's what I've been doing. And I'm gonna talk about a Bible verse we got into last week. I have a little less than an hour. Please do follow me on YouTube. You're gonna have to subscribe to get notified of future card readings, future videos. My YouTube is Mora Devi Yoga, and and I'll post the link when we get back today from play therapy. And then I'm going on my social media fast, New Beginnings. So I'm just going to do a quick little pre-shuffle here and kind of warm up, delight with the birds. So the birds are rising. I have a Bible verse here. It says Matthew 6:34. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. And that's how the birds live, right? And they're cared for. So this is a little pre-shuffle. And how are you guys holding up? Transformation. So coming out of the chrysalis. I love the yellow rose in the background. Facebook with Zuckerberg, another reason why I'm gonna delete my account here is because it's a program, and I know people might not like. Back in the day, if I heard that someone was deleting their account, I would be like, but what? Like, how are they gonna this, that, and the other? And now I've discovered that our feeds, our live stream feeds, or just our Facebook feeds, are different based on who we are. And, based on like what we like or what they're trying to sell to us, like all of that is logged and directed at different individuals. So what I see on my feed is very different than what other people see on their feeds. And that's more division. And we know there's strength in unity. I will still be connected and united. Freedom. Look at all these birds. Yes. But I don't want to be told what to see, think, buy, or feel. So that's what my cleanses have taught me. And anyway, if you want information on superfoods, I got sit or cleanses. And okay, was that 3 cards? I think that was 3 cards. Delight, transform, and freedom. So one little quick, this is kind of a lot of cards here that just flew out. This is 3 more cards that flew out. and more birds. Okay, so we got patience, enlightenment, insecurity. Beautiful. So these are the Sacred Journey or Sacred Destiny deck. I just found them online for super cheap. So it's a good pre-shuffle, my darlings. Another bird and patience. Patience is the Temperance card. You might be a Sagittarius or working with a Sagittarius. And patience is a skill. I'm literally watching like a huge spider make a web right now outside my window. So keep spinning that web. Use dream catchers. Be mindful of your dreams. This has given me some very insightful dreams. And patience, my darlings, because you are flying. You are flying if you're transforming. Enlightenment is a Kundalini awakening. That happens after breakdowns. And so, let it break down and build yourself up. I know it's easier said than done, but get help and keep going on the path of enlightenment. Keep cleansing the toxins. And then we have security. So we have some fire in this picture. Fire is also transformation, and security coming, but from yourself, my loves. So, all right. Light as a feather. Keep it light. Simplicity. The heart chakra is the air element. So, did I want to say anything else? We want our hearts light is where I was going with that. Let me go into, well, first let's take some breaths. Inhaling Yah, exhaling Wei. That's the sound of the breath. That's the spirit that's in us. We have YAH written on our face. So inhale. Sounds like Yah. Exhale Wei. And pay attention to seeing that name, God's name, Yah, YAH. Pay attention if you see that anywhere. I saw a video, not like a YouTube or a TikTok. My dog was at the vet, and they had a Lord of the Rings movie on, and that's another reason why I've been like diving deep with this, like vampires versus elves / werewolves, because the elves were so naturey that they basically turned into wolves. But anyway, on this Lord of the Rings scene, and I'll share the link, but I wish I could share it with captions, because when I was at the vet, the sound was off, so I was reading the words. And the orcs, it was when they were attacking the elves' tower and the humans' kingdom, were saying things like divide and conquer and all the like normal things that lower vibrations say. And then Gandalf, of course, the white wizard, was saying, don't give in to fear, fight back. It was a really cool battle scene. And at one point they like catapulted a rock that the elves did into the orcs. And because I was reading the captions, and the meanest orc, he said YAH, because the rock like fell like right by him. So, and he goes, Yah. He like said YAH, and then he spit on the rock. And I was like, why would he say Yah? Like Yah, YAH is the name for God. So they tell us that things in movies. Hollywood has a whole, or the government has a whole branch for movie production. Obama produced Leave the World Behind. If you watched that, which I wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't that interesting of a movie anyway. But why would the orc say Yah and then spit on the rock? Like, it was just a really cool scene and enlightening for me. So pay attention to if you see the words Yah breathe in the words Yah. And I'm going to go into this Bible verse right here, and then I'll do 3 cards and call it a day, I think. Yeah, or call it a video or whatever. I'm not getting into too much more than this because I just want it to be a shorter video. But we talked last week about a couple verses. I'm just going to talk about this one for now. Ephesians 6:12. There's the Bible's been changed. We all know that. I forget the word that they use for changing the Bible. There's a word, but Billy Carson talks a lot about the ancient scriptures, and there's different older versions of the Bible that you can look up online or buy. So I'm going to compare 2 translations of Ephesians 6:12. The first one is from the King James Version, and then the second one is for the version before King James changed the Bible. It's called the Geneva Bible, and then there's even like older versions than that. And I'll do our I'll shuffle we're going to work with the Buffy deck today. Thank you, Rain, for these cards. So, Ephesians 6:12, the King James Version says, it's a great Bible verse. There's still truth. It's just been tampered with the verbiage. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay. Probably have heard that before. I'm going to now read Ephesians 6:12 from the Geneva Bible. And it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, so same, against powers, same as the King James Version. And this is where the translation changes. So the King James Version next says, against the rulers of the darkness in this world. And the Geneva Bible at this part says, against the worldly governors. That's a little different. I mean, it's kind of the same. So the King James Version is against the rulers of darkness in the world, but the Geneva Bible kind of pinpoints that a little bit more by saying against the worldly governors. And then, here's another difference. The princes of the darkness of this world against spiritual wickedness, which are in ye high places. Oh, it's getting hot already. So go ahead and Google it, you guys, for yourself. It's Ephesians 6:12. We've got the Geneva Bible version and the King James. And the difference, there's a little bit other words that are different, but the main difference is the King James says we wrestle against the rulers of darkness of this world. But the Geneva Bible version says we wrestle against the worldly governors. So a little more specific, that's all I'm going to say about that. I know, baby. My wolf needs to run. If you don't run every day, then he's not like in his natural self. So you will run. You will run. We'll get the baby first. All right, so let's have at it. I'm going to pull 3 cards. It's okay, Shasta. Also, he's at war with the squirrels, like, constantly. So, calling on the divine, we got the world card at the bottom of the deck. And raising the vibes. Inhaling. Yah, exhaling way. Inhaling light. Raise the vibes, my darlings. Raise your vibrations. Oh, one thing I super wanted to talk about recently was matrix glitches, which are so interesting and so weird. So there's been a lot of that going on. For example, like rushing to work, feeling like you have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get ready, and then looking and you actually have an hour, like time actually, looking at the clock and it's 9:30, and then you work for 15 minutes and look at the clock again and it's like 9:32. Like weird, so many weird examples of that. So it's, yeah, I'll do a whole video on the Matrix and what I've discovered about it. So please do subscribe to More Devi Yoga on YouTube so that you get notified for future videos. The middle of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Oh, my computer's like turning on and off on its own. We have the Hierophant card at the middle of the deck. This is about self-study, learning. It shows Giles from Buffy, but in the traditional tarot, the Hierophant is kind of like a wizard. And it's the sign of Taurus. So this is just the pre-shuffle. And so self-study, looking into text, scriptures, you know, like study, education type of thing. Oh man, that's so weird, you guys. This is what I mean. Like, I organized this deck and now, and it's not just like I didn't just flip it the wrong way. Some are face up and some are face down. When I literally just put all these cards in order facing the right and same directions. The star fell out. Chess is having his bone. So the star and the Hierophant. Okay. Here she is. Here he is. So significant, you guys. With an angel above her. So the stars are angels. The fallen stars are demons. Okay. So when you look up at the night sky, and that's why I really don't like it when the sky is hidden. But the angels still see everything, because the angels really are, they look like big eyes. You guys can look that up. But anyway, when you look at the stars, know that the angels are watching. They see it all. So here is the star in the traditional tarot is, I think, an Aquarian card or a sign, or a Sagittarius. But anyway, here she is. Demons of the past. This situation is already over because it's dead, like a skeleton. And notice what her weapon is. It is a stake, obviously, because vampires don't like wooden stakes. And you know what the cross was made out of is wood, was wood. And so the vampires don't like that. There's lots of things that the vampires don't like, but this is only the pre-shuffle. And we have the past being slayed again with like Christ consciousness. That's what the vampires don't like. The sun. Lilith cursed them. That was what I was going to talk about on the video of the beef between vampires and demons. But I'm not going to go into that now, but I will say that vampires, they don't like the sun, the daylight, but also Christ consciousness, because the sun is the Son of God. So it's 3D physical, but also higher dimensional spiritual. So the past is already dead. She's continuing to slay it with the stake of the cross, okay, with her Christ consciousness. And and this is what happens before, because we got that enlightenment card, before Kundalini awakening, before the next level up, my darlings, we will get tested by the past. Okay? So awaken, be aware that when you're about to level up, or when you've slayed the past and you are transforming, like the cards from the sacred destiny showed, we got transformation and enlightenment. So when we are transforming and becoming more enlightenment, we will get tested again. And in this situation, it's a pretty easy test, because this isn't a demon. This isn't a scary vampire. This is a skeleton. It's already been done, dead, dealt with. So if you have the past coming up and testing your next level up to see if you're really ready for your next level up, my darlings, which we're getting out of survival and into love and into Christ connection, okay? Then you're going to get tested. And so use the stake of the cross, the Christ consciousness, to slay the past, which is already dead. It's literally in a grave. And then it like came out a little bit. So that's the Star card, the Hierophant. Let's do one more pre-shuffle. We got the Magician on the bottom of the deck. And yeah, sweet, good timings. The Moon. The Moon and the Magician. So the Moon is in Leo, as I mentioned. It just went from New, which is the new beginning. I wish I kept out the Sacred Journey cards, but we did get new beginning. And the Moon represents the unknown, the shadows, the rest time, and things like that. When it's new, the phase that it's in. When it's full, it's different. So anyway, that's the pre-shuffle. I'll pull out these one. Oh yeah, I'll pull this one out as well, so I don't regret it if it comes up again. But anyway, I'm doing 3 cards with 3 different decks. And the first card is for you. The second card, I'm just going to call them. So them can be like a job, a situation, a person. It's a general read. Again, if you want to book me for your own private read, just DM me. Is that what it's called? Call me. It's $45 for 45-minute special. So yeah, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Buffy deck. Then I'm going to go into this one and the Angel Tarot. The first card represents you. The second card represents them, which again is what I just said. And then the third card is the outcome. So we'll see what comes up. Claiming on the divine to block any interferences. We are only interested in information from the divine. And thank you to the angels and the guides. And breathe. Inhaling Yah, exhaling Way. The other recommendations, well, I'll get to those at the end. So, focusing on a card for whoever is hearing this video at any timeline. It's a timeless read. I really want one to pop, not just to stick on my hands. Is this too early for you guys this morning? Like nobody's here yet? 7 of Scythes. Okay, that's the U card. Them. 7 means, when we think of the number 7, it's like an arrow. So when you see 7, 7, 7s, it's like I'm going in the right direction. So this card is about moving forward. It's so hot already. And he has left 2 situations behind with the 2 swords. And then he must have, 5 swords that, or what, I don't know, axes, whatever those are, that he's carrying. And we'll clarify with other cards. So this is the them card, meaning the situation, a person, an opportunity, whatever. We'll see what the card is. That's not even a stake. That's a straight up sword. 7 of Scythes, or 10 of Scythes. So 10 must, or a scythe. Does that mean a sword? Scythes? It must be. X is 10. So clearly from this picture, it's the end of a situation right through the heart. So that's them, the situation, the job, the issue. It's a general read. So that means take it as it applies. And then the outcome. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. And this is just practice. Because this isn't even a real thing. This is just a dummy or a mannequin or something that she's using the stake with. And here's Giles again. She's in training. And she has already got a couple bullseyes. In the bottom of the deck, we have a 5 of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold. So the underlining message is 2 situations. Again, we have 2 here. And we had, oh my gosh, we had 2 here. So 2 situations left out in the cold. That's what the 5 of Pentacles is. They're not happy. By their faces, you can see. So this is the underlining energy of you having left 2 situations, whatever they may be. And straight through the heart. This is like a portal, like in a different reality, in a different realm, in a different timeline. I'm not promoting any violence. This is just a story. This is just an analogy. And so that's that one. And then the outcome is more training, more training on killing vampires. Not literally. I'm talking about, anyway, I hope you guys know what I mean. So the outcome is more training by a guide. We had the guide, sorry, my phone is blowing up with my superfood stuff. We had the guide earlier. I told you guys the Hierophant was like studying, and here's Buffy, you in training. Watched over by your guide, already had a couple bullseyes. Yeah, those 3 arrows are in the red. So 3 little wins, or little wins do lead to big wins. And the outcome is more training, and it's just practice. Again, safe. These aren't real. They are real, but they're not a real threat. They're not a real danger because it's a skeleton and a mannequin. All right, I'm going to clarify, get more information. You guys want my bell again? Churches used to have a lot of bells. Some still do. Bells and sound, it breaks apart energy, spirit. So I heard a funny story, and remember I had like a really cool dream or like a awakening with a bell. Anyway, a funny story. So we've all heard the story of how Paul Revere ran into town, like ringing the bell or yelling, and then they started ringing the bells. It's okay, Wolf. I'll walk you. Hold on. It's okay. And it was saying like, the British are coming. The British are coming. Well, turns out that, I'll just say it because it's just easier just to say, but like reptilians, they don't like that vibration. It hurts their little ears. And so what if the story that we were told about Paul Revere running and saying, the British are coming, and they rang the bells, what if that was to keep away the reptilians who, if people in Britain know, like the English know, the royals, Queen Lizzie, what if that bell was to scare them away? That's why I ring my bell. That's not why, but because my Jeremy this morning, he was like, ring your bell or whatever. You love to ring your bell. And yeah, I do. So get a bell. This one I got in Kauai. And yeah, just funny story about the British are coming and ringing the bell to keep away reptilians. It's funny. The pre-shuffle, we got unlocking power. More sword. Look at the more. So taming the inner dragons. Were dragons real? Could the T-Rex fossils be the skeleton of a dragon who had cartilage wings that disintegrated? I don't know. Know yourself. So we're still doing 3 cards. You, them, the situation. To clarify, go a little bit deeper. Transformation in the pre-shuffle. It's kind of a cool card. Interesting looking. So I'm going to clarify the you pile first, which was 7 of Swords. Leaving 2 situations behind. He's still looking back. I don't know if he looks smug or unhappy, or if he's kind of like, on those situations. But he's got 5 more opportunities, people, situations will clarify. The 7 of Swords, that's what I like. Pop out, thank you. Breaking free. Awesome, we got this card last read, so I'm not going to reedify what I already did, or I will. Just sitting on divine consciousness, your cup overflowing, wearing those horns, which is like straightening your crown. You're going to send me a snake, I'll wear them as earrings, boots, or a purse. Not that I would ever really wear a real snake. But, so the situation, you leaving 2 things behind, 2 people, 2 scenarios, 2, it could be your own stuff, 2 addictions, whatever. 5 more opportunities clarified by breaking free. Sitting on your divine consciousness. Breaking free. I'm not going to say more because it's pretty clear where you are now is breaking free from 2 situations of the past. Those 2 situations, people, whatever they are, inner dragons, demons, 2 things are left out in the cold and unhappy about it. So that's you. So that's good, loves. Let's all break free from the evil addictions that have been programmed into us. Love not a bad thing. I'm talking about intimacy. Love is the most powerful thing. And the fact that it has been perversed so deeply, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but that our brains have been programmed to not really know when we have real love, to not really know what to do with it when we have it, or even worse, to like, I don't know, get turned on by weird things. Like, they've taken the most beautiful, sacred thing, because when we are in divine union and we have we can really connect with God in those ways. Another video for another time. But when love and intimacy gets perverse, and that gets us farther away from ourselves and from love, let's break free from all of the evil addictions that have been programmed into us. The thought patterns. I mean, the food's the worst. So anyway, breaking free. Praise Yah. Praise Yah, my darlings. Let us be free. And clarifying the 10 of Scythes. So this situation, not only being over, but being like complete, look at, it's blocked. It's in a circle. You're completely protected from this. And she's just standing there with her hands in her pockets. Look at that. She does look sad. He's reaching out. She has a sad face, but she's not extending her hand back. Let's clarify that. So this situation, person, I don't know, whatever it is. Memories? That's not how you spell memories. Weird. Very strange. Okay. I don't know if this is Medusa. It must be. Oh, no. Hithonia the Cruel. I'm going to read the book on that one. But let's connect the dots here. Oh, this one must be Medusa. Medicine. I don't know. So in this picture, there's a sword through the person or situation. Same. I don't know if this sword is through him or if he's holding it. No, it must be through him because the handle, yeah, it's facing him. Okay, so I'll go ahead and clarify this now with the book. I have the book. Okay, it's called Hithonia the Cruel, Memories. Clarifying the 10 of Swords with this. It says, Hithonia the Cruel, is a Medusa who made her throne from petrified victims. All right, that's all I need to clarify, you guys, because the takeaway of what it is saying is what I've already said. The situation is dead. Petrified. This person or situation can be either sees themselves or likes other people to see themselves as a victim. And that type of energy, that type of mentality just further petrifies them. I'm not talking about anybody dying physically. I'm talking about the space that this situation or person is in. So not to say that they haven't had hard things happen to them. So yeah, compassion for people or the situation, but still protection. If somebody's going to play a victim and allow their life force to be petrified, and I'm not saying it's their fault, there's always challenges, there's always attacks, there's always, it's mainly mental. I forget where it was that it came up. Anyway, we can have compassion for the situation or person that is petrified and that is done with. But everybody, we have to pull ourselves out of this. So this is a situation or person that is not pulling themselves out of it. And that just is what it is. I'm next going to clarify the 8 of Pentacles, which is having a whole lot of victories, okay? A whole lot of experience. I talked about last week how jealous people wish that they had the knowledge, the consciousness, the enlightenment, that card did come up, that you have, but they would have to go through the lessons, all of the swords that you went through, and they would not have survived it. Spirit only gives us what we can handle. Spirit's not going to give us more than what we can't handle. And they can't have all of your knowledge and wisdom because they would never survive the lessons that you have survived. They wouldn't have, because Spirit don't give us more than what we can handle, and they would not be able to handle it, so they do not get the wisdom. The outcome card, you've got all this wisdom, all these lessons. Those pentacles are valuable. Pentacle means tangible money, which is also wisdom. Okay, guys, three bullseyes in the past, and now just training for, I don't know, let's clarify this card, this 8 of Pentacles. See, we can learn a lot from vampires and from vampire slayers. I don't know. Exhaustion, Titan's burden at the bottom of the deck. Please get help. Please, 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 my darlings. I don't care how heavy or how many lessons you are going through. No one, people say to me all the time, or they used to, like, oh, when they would come and tell me about their problems, and they'd say, like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be telling you about my problems. Your problems are so much bigger than mine. And I would say, like, please don't say that. No, we all have problems, and your problems are super important. It was a mom who was struggling, but she had a husband, and I didn't have a husband. So that's what, like, I'm comparing it to. My girlfriend was like, I shouldn't even say anything. I have a husband, I have this, that, and the other. And I was like, no, your problems are still important. My point is, I don't care how heavy or how light your load is. Go ahead and get help, please. Mental health, nutritional help. Blue is the throat chakra, speaking your truth. This is just, you're not alone. You don't have to push up this, however big or small the boulder is, up the mountain. There's a hand here. Spiritual help. Go to church, read, open a book. You're not alone, okay? And anyway, that was the bottom. But the card to clarify this one for the outcome, trust your heart. Satyr. We got this card last week too, I think. Maybe just in the pre-shuffle. Let me have a drink of water here. a battle of the heart, because the outcome card she's in training against, it's not even a real threat. She's just in training. So I wanted to clarify that. And I clarified it with the trust your heart card. This is a training of the heart. Do you follow your heart and trust that despite all odds, it'll put you right where you're to be? That's hard, my darlings. I don't know too much about a satyr. It's like a half goat, half person who likes music and grapes. But the outcome, the biggest challenge is what I'm trying to say is going to be trusting your own heart. Okay, so there's ways that you can do that, like journaling, really getting in touch with your feelings, spending an hour of quiet time, no interruptions, free writing, to spend time on how you feel. The crows are out there. So look into ways to connect with your heart more. There's you can wear green, you can eat green things, the color of the heart chakra. The feather came up. Keep it lighthearted. Don't be heavy-hearted. Listen to heart chakra music. Love, obviously, is whether it's self-love or any type of love, is the most powerful. Okay. Do I need to do a quick recap? I kind of don't want to because I'm going to leave. Hi, someone's here. I'm going to leave and get my daughter. But you... Oh no, let me finish. There was one more deck I was going to do with these 3 cards. The angels. Thank you, angels. God says the angels are the arms of God, and God says that we can call on them, and we should call on them. And they can be in different places at once. And I just want to make sure that, like, they're all going the same way. Inhaling Yah, exhaling way, calling on God's holy angels to clarify the you, them, and outcome. 3 cards. 4 of Cups in the middle, in the pre-shuffle, the God, Archangel Melahel, the God deflecting evil, healing capacity, protection from weapons, and safety in travel. Ring my bell. God humiliating the proud. I'm just going to take them. Well, okay. It sounds like the first card was for you. I should have kept it out. With the travel, I think it was 4 of something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do, that card was for the first pile, you. This second card is for the second pile. And then one more card. Because I have to go in 5 minutes. The Chariot, another traveling card for the last one. Archangel Michael. Everybody loves Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, who is like God. The Chariot. So again, travel, clarifying the outcome is the Chariot, who is like God, perseverance, success in conflict, and overcoming adversity. I don't know why it's like showing up a little bit blurry. So The middle card was the Ten of Wands, God humiliating the proud. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Wow. That's clarifying the them card, the them pile, the second cards. So spiritual communication influences religious men and teachers and men of the law. Archangel Nael, God humiliating the proud. So this situation or person is being taken care of by the divine, and the people that are related to it, the religious men, teachers, and men of law, are, the situation is backed by spirit. Wow. Okay, there we have it. I gotta go. Please follow me on YouTube. That's where I'm gonna move my reads to. And so that's more Devi Yoga. And if you're interested in a personal read, let me know. I've been doing those lately. I'd be happy to do one for you. They're a lot of fun. It's more than just a read. It's kind of like a health and coaching, and it's been going well. So the U pile, you got leaving two situations behind, breaking free. There was a protection and travel angel. The them pile, they got the Ten of Swords. So the situation's over. Petrified even. There's lower entities. There's higher entities. Angel Nael, God humiliating the proud. That's the second pile. Influencing religious men, teachers, and men of law. The outcome, a lot of wisdom. Keep practicing, getting those bullseyes. You do that by trusting your heart, you guys. I gotta go. And Archangel Michael, thank you so much. Who is like God? Success in conflict and overcoming adversity. The homework is to bet on yourself against all odds. Do your affirmations. So be mindful of the mind. If you've got some scary thoughts, some heavy thoughts. Hi, Pete. I love you, darling. Yes, I did a reading with Pete and I enjoyed it. So let me know if you're interested in more reads, and use your affirmations. If you're having thoughts that are heavy, immediately fake it till you make it. Like, what words can I use that are better than this? It's mindfulness, my loves. The mind is very powerful. Other recommendations are get advice from good people. If you're struggling, don't struggle alone. Reach out, get help. Be mindful of who you're talking to, of course. And yeah, we can't force things to happen. We have to open the doors and allow grace to flow through. The other thing I wanted to say, prayers to Hurricane Beryl. That's another kind of like prophetic event. I've been seeing the videos. That's why I'm just gonna delete my Facebook, because I don't want to see any more videos right now. But of the floods in other countries, in Dubai and in the Midwest, like Beryl goes through Corpus Christi, just like the 4/8 eclipse did. And I'll share the link on it before I inactivate my account. But the name Beryl goes back to Bible times in connection to Christ. So prayers to the people that are in that path. And I think that's that. Affirmation for productivity. Being productive in healthy ways. Time is the only thing we can't get back. So use it wisely. Affirmations for wisdom. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Was that 2 or 3? I'll do one more. That was 2. Affirmations for integrity. Yeah, get advice from an integrous people. Look at someone's values. And if they're not in alignment with you, then you probably shouldn't be taking advice from them. Yeah. So I gotta go. It's 8:30 here, or 8:29. So divine, thank you. Thank you for rest. I was so exhausted when I tried to do the read last night, and I feel good now. And just light to those, light to us all. just say that. So our moments of motivation. So excited to see my daughter, have her for 5 days. Oh, and yeah, mediation this Friday. And then court at the end of, on the 31st. So this is the first time that I've asked for custody. All these other times I've gone to court have been to remove her from me. And so light to us. If you can contribute to the GoFundMe, we would greatly appreciate it. And this card is for you, my darlings. Moments of motivation. What is your affirmation for the rest of this week? We have patience. Patience came up at the beginning, and relationships at the bottom of the deck, my darlings. So affirmations for patience. I am here in this present moment. I have all that I need. I lack nothing. Time is relative. Right now is all that matters. I wait with excitement. All good things come in due time. All is working out for my highest good. So be patient, my loves. Breathe. And yeah, that's it. I love you. I'm going to get going. Thank you so much. And please do check out my YouTube so that I could still connect with you. Hi, Jessica. Sorry, last night was such a shit show for me. I have been working for days on the vaccine stuff and mediation stuff, and I just tried to get online, and I am not a night person. I don't think I was making any sense. Like, my brain was so tired, but I'm so happy to be replenished. And yeah, send you guys so much love. Thank you. God bless and keep you, and I will see you next time. Bye.